time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call, for real. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man is Holmes. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has a slide and 5 open space to throw.
Here we go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Detroit!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They'll go again to McCoy. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Simon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Third and 2, Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant you the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw on third down, Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Luck now on second down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On third down, it's Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a play fake here on first down. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ryan Graham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This give is to McCoy. And he's got room. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A give to McCoy. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LeSean McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they won a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Allen off the play fake, rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Play action. It's locked. Ebron caught left side. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
12, 12, 12.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Last stop. Last stop. Wrong. Wrong. Monday. 390. Middle. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Love. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Leopard!
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Again, it's McCoy. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Jackson. Going to be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Love. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. That goes for a gain of 31. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. From the red zone now, Luck. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10, Luck again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
5, 6, and 5. Monday, 53.
This is Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On first down, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
10th carry now for McCoy. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Jackson.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Luck on 1st down. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Now it's Hines, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run with Hines. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Flushed out right. Complete to Hilton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Hurry, hurry! 11. Color.
On 1st down, Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Looks to throw on second down. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the third in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Allen on third. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And the Colts getting ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. 23 yards on the play.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket. Strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart. Valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. On first down, it's Long. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Here's Hines. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
53. Check out. 180. 675. 49, guys. Gun.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
56. Lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danico Autry in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a give to McCoy running left. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They run again with Hines. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jones. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Leopard!
On the counter, here's McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney!
McCoy. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's McCoy. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And they'll run it with McCoy.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.